Well, here we are at the Soho Motel in Brisbane. Now, regular viewers of these Junket vlogs will no doubt have already deduced from the compact size of the room and the rather Spartan decoration that this is a room I'm paying for myself while I'm on a trip up here. On the whole, within those constraints, it's pretty good, but as usual, there's a few things that I'm going to find to go on about. We'll start touring across here to the desk. It's actually a fairly good desk by these sorts of hotel standards. Decent space to actually work at. Access to some PowerPoints under the desk and again over here on the wall, so lots of opportunities there. And even a couple of chairs which probably aren't going to collapse even with me on them. We've got the ever compulsory mirror, but we'll try not to look at me too hard in that. Reasonable sized garbage bin. Something we should immediately point out is real globe on the ceiling. Definitely a rarity in hotels of all types and something to be cherished. Coming through to the bathroom, the lighting situation isn't quite so good. The only light we have is this fluorescent one here, which means that when you're actually in the shower down this way, you can't really see what's going on, but you can see sufficiently. A nice touch is that we've actually got tiled walls. You see those surprisingly little in hotels at the budget end of the range. Decent enough sink with a real sink plug, although a little bit too small to fit the kettle into, and you have to watch this little glass shelf here so you don't headbutt it when you're wetting your face while shaving. Got a spacious but fairly basic toilet here. Could use a bit more water pressure, having a few flush away problems going there, but nice to see we've got an actual real towel rack there, so definitely a bit of a plus. Signs everywhere telling us to save water, definitely a feature when one hits Brisbane. Moving on to the main room, again, comfortable, proper double bed. We have a decent sized alarm clock looming over here and a bedside lamp, although I did have a bit of trouble getting that to work last night. Turned out it wasn't switched on. Over here we have a fridge, definitely a plus because it's not a bar fridge. There's actually room to store things in, so that's saved my food budget a bit. Compact but sufficient wardrobe. Perhaps inevitably we have the cheap kind of coat hangers that are designed not to be stolen, but I can live with that and it's certainly enough space to be going on with. Air conditioner, which I suspect I'm going to need given the weather. Now it turns out we do actually have a balcony, but it's not much of one, and it can be an effort getting the door open. As you can see, not too much to it, but enough to come out here and enjoy the breeze. Not really much of a view, just the other people and out there, but we're at the back of the motel, so not too much noise. If you look next door, that is in fact the terraces on Wickham, which regular viewers will also remember is where I have stayed in the past, but frankly their pricing has got too high, and so I've moved on to here and I'm very happy with it on the whole. So as I say, a few little details that could get fixed up, but quite a few features you don't get in much more expensive hotels, and I certainly think I'm more than getting my money's worth.